Welcome to a new Crypto Friday. This is LATOKEN VCTV on a new episode of Crypto Friday. My name is Carol Zorita, VCTV manager and producer. And like every Friday, today we have another attractive giveaway to all our current LATOKEN users and new users. Everyone wins today. Stay tuned. I'm going to release the news how to win tokens. Just stay with me. So before I jump on the best part of the giveaway, I invite all of you crypto enthusiasts and savvy investors to tune in every Friday. During this 45-minute session, you will hear directly from founders and CEOs about the great projects behind the promising upcoming tokens on LATOKEN. Especially today. Today, we are hosting UCOIN, a utility token created to work in an ecosystem of business applications to have global circulation and address holders' basic daily real-life transaction needs. UCOIN CEO is here with us today. Before I pass the floor to him, it's time for the giveaway. Stay tuned. Listen carefully. From this precise moment, till the end of the show, you can purchase UCOIN and we will double your purchase. So hear me again. Purchase UCOIN now and we will double your purchase. The limits are the minimum of 15 UCOIN to a maximum of 45. Again, you can purchase from 15 to 45 UCOIN and we will double your initial purchase. Having said that, it's time, and let me welcome the UCOIN CEO, Mr. Pedro Vieira. Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. LATOKEN is welcoming you and all of the audience watching us throughout all of the social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter are here welcoming you. How are you today, Pedro?
Good. I'm fine. I'm here in Ecuador, 4 in the morning, sharing with you a lot of good news behind the UCOIN.
Nice. Welcome and good morning. Very early morning for you. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Pedro. So let's move on to the questions that we have had throughout all this time from our audience. What is UCOIN?
Well, let me tell you, sometime back, about 3 years ago, we came with the concept of having a digital currency that will allow any user, including those beyond the ecosystem of UCOIN, to be able to use this coin like you use a dollar, your ordinary currency in whatever part of the country that you live. That was the main idea. So we didn't want it to have another digital currency, those that are out there. And for that, we looked into what were the barriers in the market, in the industry for mass adoption of cryptocurrency. We were behind that. And we say, well, in order to address being able to create a universal coin, and that's the name, the idea of being used universally, we wanted to develop a coin that will have the tools, the features that will allow an ordinary person to use the coin on a daily basis for any type of transaction. When we came to that conclusion, we say, well, when we use a dollar or any other currency, what is behind a banking system, a financial system? What are the barriers right now for cryptocurrency? Cross-border payment, not having custody, not having the availability of going to any merchant and being able to use the coin. But we didn't want it to go the traditional way, that you have to go to a merchant and say, can you accept my coin? And go one by one. No, that wasn't the idea. That's not a universal coin. So we began with our own funds without going into at that time was ICO, or today is a exchange offering
Correct.
Who knows how
IEO.
it's going to be called tomorrow, you know? But we decided to put our money in our concept, and we began the development of UCOIN with those essential pillars of the UCOIN. As a result, we have developed different digital platforms. We have developed a network of banks, and we are getting into the digital banking system. We have been able to acquire access to back up the coin. So we developed a custody system, regulated, not a typical custody system without any responsibility or accountability to the user. And we have been continually developing these features that are part of what UCOIN is today. Essentially, we have developed an ecosystem that supports the concept of being a universal coin.
That makes a lot of sense. So walk us through, is UCOIN or universal coin, like you say, the full name, is a B2B, or is it also used as a P2P?
Both, because we want it to be universal. As an example, we have developed a platform that we call it UBIS. This is the onboarding platform, our own platform for custody, for purchasing and trading the coin, for digital wallets. So right now, to that particular platform, we added modules for different industries, different merchants that want to use the UCOIN as the token for transaction for their own particular line of business.
Okay. So when we talk about particular, go ahead.
UCOIN to be, yes. The idea then is that you could go into the system with any type of currency. We convert it to UCOIN, and we pay in the coin of the merchant in whatever part of the world you are doing business. And with the other platform that we have, that we call UTransfer, as an example, we are preparing UTransfer to do cross-border payment with the yuan, with the Chinese coin. Here, for example, in Ecuador, there are transactions with the Chinese government for $11 billion, and we are not prepared to deal in yuan. Our bank, because we own banks, and our coin will be able to change dollars for yuan and being able to do all the transactions with China using our UCOIN and our platform. That makes it universal.
That's correct. That is correct. That solves a lot of problems, like you said. So now, in terms of security or safety, that's the word. What is the technology behind that? It's pretty much allowing business people or P2P, like we say, peer-to-peer, use the coin, trusting that the funds and the data is going to be safe.
We use our architecture is based, let me go back a little bit. We are bankers. I used to own bank. Our partners are bankers. We own banks right now, and we are purchasing and also developing other banks, as an example, in Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Miami. We are acquiring another bank, and we have our own in Ecuador called Bank Amazonas, a 45 years old bank. Our architecture is based on the security that you require for a bank. We need to comply with policies from the government, from the people that oversee the bank industry. We have biometrics, we have KYC, anti-money laundering. We have all the features that you expect from a bank attached to our platform, because we want to make sure the security of is a financial transaction. That's what it is. It doesn't matter what you are doing, it's a financial transaction with a digital coin. So we have to make sure that the security for the user, for the end user, is there, and also for us to comply with all those policies. We want to make sure that it's not another coin that go through the process of being hacked and misused for purposes that are not legal. So we have put all this system in place like we are operating a bank. our platform has to comply with that. We hire external auditors to try to hack our system, to be able to constantly look into the security aspect for
Right.
our users and for our strategic partners. Our platform are attached to banks, to merchants, so we need to bring that security to the table for all the partners that are connected to our ecosystem.
I see. I see. It makes a lot of sense. It makes very clear, and it does provide that sense of security. Mostly, if you mention, like you mentioned, you are your background is in banking. So, what a best way to understand the whole financial system. So, for all of our audience and savvy investors, I think this is a big plus that UCOIN is offering. That the people behind the CEO and founder is has the background in banking, so that gives the that by default the sense of security. So that's really, really great. Now moving on in terms of like how to be part of UCOIN as an investor, meaning from you mentioned that we can use it universally all over the world and from various uses. So what about people, you did mention an example, Ecuador and China, so that is Asia, myself in Singapore. So how can we jump from Nigeria, from Australia, from Germany? How can we jump into UCOIN? Where to find UCOIN?
Okay. Right now, we have begun the process. As I told you, we began with our own funds to develop this idea of a universal coin. And right now, we are in the process of beginning a very aggressive marketing campaign because we have the feature. We are not talking anymore about a conceptual white paper that say, if you buy my coin, I'm going to invest and build this and that. We already have the infrastructure in place. And now is the time for us to go out there to the crypto industry and say, if you need cross-border payment, we have it. If you need regulated custody, we have it. If you need multi-currency digital wallet, we have it. And we have it in an ecosystem that is audited, is regulated. We comply with the security feature that most of the users are looking for. So in addition to that, we are giving this user credit card, prepaid card. It doesn't matter you want Visa, you want MasterCard, we have it. And as a matter of fact, one of our strategic alliance right now is to have a digital credit card based or backed by gold. Where are you going to be able to get this? Well, your fantastic exchange, LATOKEN, STEX. We are in the process of listing the coin in the most popular and most frequently trading platform. We also have our UE platform. You could go into our system and being able to acquire the coin. And we are giving giveaway, we are giving bonuses, we are adding features. Right now, you get into our system. You need a credit card? We have the UCOIN Visa, UCOIN MasterCard.
Wow.
You need a prepaid card, plastic or virtual? We have it. So that will make UCOIN universal because you could go to any store and use your iPhone or any phone and being able to pay with a virtual card that you have in your phone. It doesn't matter that you are paying with Bitcoin, with UCOIN, with Tether, with Ethereum. The merchant is going to receive their fund in the currency of that country. We have an internal exchange in the system to trade and pair different coins in order for you to use whatever artillery you have of cryptocurrency. It doesn't matter. We change it and we give it in the other side of the business, the currency that they expect to receive. Like magic.
Wow, that is indeed impressive. And that, like I said, it's very handy, like you mentioned, and now connected with Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. So it's really handy and convenient. Now, the question that probably many of crypto investors are asking: time in transaction and fees. What is the time, like you say, from merchant A in Asia to merchant be in Latin America, and what are the fees?
Okay. Right now, for example, we have, when you get into our platform, you could use any type of payment processing system, PayPal, all the systems that are out there. And our transaction is faster than most of the cross-border payment platforms that are in the market right now. Our idea is that for those that use our coin, there are not going to be any fee. It's free.
Okay.
If you are in my system, all your transactions are free. Also, we will provide the credit card and all that at no cost to you. Essentially, you apply for that, go through the process, and you get a card. For those that are not in our system, we're going to charge a little bit of fee to attract them, certainly below the fee in the market, to attract them to get acquainted with our system, with our services, and with our coin.
Right.
But we are entering a very competitive market, and certainly we have the future to be number one in that market.
When you say entering into your system, what does that mean to avoid that fee? That you say when we are in your system, we have there is zero fee, and if it is not, there is a fee. So what does getting into your system mean?
Our system is getting into ecosystem that is behind UCOIN using our platform, UBIS. So you go into our ecosystem and you purchase UCOIN to do whatever transaction you want to do worldwide. As I said before, example, you could go into our uTransfer platform. It's a platform for payment and remittances, because we're planning to get into the business of remittances using our coin. You could go into our platform with $1, as an example, US dollar. But you want to send it to Russia, and you need to pay in rubles over there.
Right.
With our platform, we'll get your dollar turning into UCOIN in seconds, and be able to receive the person that you are sending those funds in the currency of that country in a virtual mode. If you need a plastic card, we give it to you, but it will go to a bank account or to your credit card or to your prepaid card that we will give to you free. You will have it in your phone.
I see. Okay, makes sense. So when you say we're talking about US to Russia transactions, so it goes from fiat money, in this case US dollars, to the internal conversion to UCOIN, and then UCOIN to rubles. So we're talking fiat, crypto, fiat.
Or crypto, UCOIN, and fiat. It doesn't matter. You could go into our system with other cryptocurrency, or you could go with fiat funds. But we will internally in our combustion engine, we will be able to transform whatever coin you enter and be able to give you the one that you need at the end of the line in seconds.
In seconds.
And if you need in seconds, and if you need to have custody, regulated custody, no custody that disappeared your keys, and regulated bank custody, we will provide it for you. And your funds as well in your digital currency, that you could have dollar, you could have Bitcoin, Tether, Ethereum, and very soon yuan, and Da Vinci coin, the one that is based on gold. All those coins, we will be able to transform them to UCOIN and to the end user to be able to provide them with the type of currency that they need. And that is what makes UCOIN universal. You don't have to go to a trading platform to change Bitcoin, to make it into fiat, to do your transaction. We have that. We could, any user of UCOIN, send $100, let's say from LA to Mexico, and you need to pay in pesos in Mexico. We do it for you. And if you are a UCOIN user, free.
Wow, that is really outstanding. So for all of our viewers today, you know where to find UCOIN. Go to latoken.com, start finding UCOIN, purchase your coins, and don't forget the giveaway. We have an amazing giveaway today for all of the purchases from 15 UCOIN to 45 UCOIN. We double your purchase. You have limited time. We have 30 minutes more of show, so hurry up, get your UCOIN today and start making your transactions. You're learning today. You can do international transactions as well, trading, sales for your business. Take action today. You're hearing from the CEO of UCOIN or Universal Coin today. So take action today. Moving on, Pedro, to the question of uh, the conception that it has been behind the Bitcoin users or the early users. So the conception has been get Bitcoin when it goes when falls, and then eventually throughout the time it will grow. The price will grow, and there is where the millionaires ended up happening when the Bitcoin went up. The price of the Bitcoin went up. So what happens with UCOIN? For the people who have that intention to invest in cryptocurrency, to grow their or find an ROI at the end, right? So is that a possible use for UCOIN as well?
Yes, as any investor or any ordinary people that buy digital currency, they always expect the coin to be able to grow
Correct.
in value and have some return. We are
Right.
giving return to the UCOIN user with all these features that I mentioned to you. There is added value to our coin that you don't find in other coins.
Mhm.
Okay, but however, we also want the value, intrinsic value of the coin to grow, and we are putting together a series of strategic alliances, a strategic project that will allow the coin to continue growing. Example, we're going to be doing tokenization project of real estate assets that we have. We
Wow.
have bank, we have hotel, we have different real estate buildings. We are acquiring with UCOIN gold mines and oil fields, and we're going to be tokenizing the reserve of those assets. The idea will be that when we talk about the ecosystem, that the UCOIN user are going to be able to have access to those tokenization projects. And in that, we are going to build the other side of the business, security token offering, the people will have equity in these assets and will have a return based on a contract. For this, we are talking to Goldman Sachs, we are talking to Securities that are platforms that are in the market in order to start launching this project. So that brings within the ecosystem of financial and banking services, also the UCOIN user will be able to acquire valuable to the coin and to their investment, having access to all those opportunities. In addition to that, what coin you know in the market that own a bank, that own a gold mine, an oil field? We're going to begin announcing all these
Wow.
acquisitions that we have, that value to the coin that
Wow.
no one else can offer. So those are part of the strategy we are bringing right now. For example, we just created two additional companies. One is a processor of credit card. We're going to be in the business of processing our own credit card and other banks and other co-op credit card, adding value to our coin. Everything will be based on UCOIN as the token that will be used for those transactions.
Mhm.
So the user of UCOIN will have multiple options to continue growing the value of their investment. Those that would like to go through the security token highway, you will go through that highway. Those that would like to get, because they love oil, we have oil. If you like gold, we have it. It's behind our coin. The idea is we were also adding another key feature. When you look into the market, like for example, this day, Bitcoin, it go up, go down, go up,
Right.
go down. We are planning to have a trust where we're going to be putting all these assets, and an independent company will be managing that trust with the idea that we will manage and avoid the ups and downs of the value of our coin, that will keep it stable for the investor and for the businesses. Keep in mind, we are offering services to business. We cannot have a coin that is changing value arbitrarily from one day to another. So
Right.
all those features are in place, most of them. Other are going to be launched soon. And what you will see that as soon as we start launching this feature, this new capability of the coin, the user will go for our coin, and that will bring added growth to our coin.
Right. Amazing. That is very, like you said, using the word trust. I mean, it gives the feeling of confidence for investing in UCOIN. Now, when is it going to be launched? When can we start jumping on UCOIN? Because it sounds very attractive. It's very impressive. The whole project behind the real estate, the oil, the banking. Behind UCOIN. So it's very an ambitious project, and certainly gives the security for investors to jump on UCOIN. When everything is going to be in place, when can we start investing on UCOIN?
Right now, and I went and looked for the best exchange in the market, LATOKEN.
You did a
You
good
have
job.
it. Yes, you have it. And with your support and all the alliances that you bring to the table, the added value of being a partner with LATOKEN, we're going to be able to put this coin in the hands of everybody worldwide.
Perfect. So again, where to find UCOIN? You have heard from the CEO. It's an ambitious project. Tons of confidence, tons of securities. Just jump on UCOIN today. And most importantly, we still have some time left for the giveaway. Get your free UCOIN today by purchasing from 15 to 45 UCOIN, and we will double your initial purchase. Take action faster. The opportunity is limited, so everyone is welcome. You heard it from the CEO, Mr. Pedro. You can jump in right now, right this moment. So let's turn to the last questions, Pedro. So although we already clarified the uses, to be more precise, from the B2B perspective to the P2P. So let's focus on the B2B only. So when we talk about, you were mentioning, even given the example of governments, Ecuador and China. So when we talk about say exportation, import and export, again, back to China, it's we mentioned that we know China as the factory of the world because of the manufacturing there. So when we talk about again, import and export, can UCOIN save those transactions?
Yes,
From
and we
factory
develop.
to
Yes, that's
main
the
business.
idea. Yes, when we, as the crypto world confronted the announcement from China, everybody started running scared. The idea of you trading with one of the biggest trader country in the world, and in a yuan.
Right.
Yuan, what is that? And you wonder if you are a business in Ecuador, in Puerto Rico, in New York, or wherever you live, and suddenly China tells you, in order to do business with me, you have to use my coin. I pay in
Right.
my coin, and you have to purchase in my coin. How you go about it? How many banks are ready for that? Your
Right.
traditional bank. So we have the platform, you transfer. We have the coin. We have the ecosystem, and we are preparing using Ecuador, where is the location for our incubator for developments. We have, let me ask to the user, or the audience, we have offices in Miami, in New York, Puerto Rico, and Ecuador. So we are for real, people. We have
That's good to know.
offices that you could knock to the door and join the UCOIN ecosystem. The idea, when we confronted this, we say, well, this is a great challenge and a great opportunity for a coin like UCOIN. We wanted to use the universal. We're going to take upon the challenge from China. And we are working with the Chinese government in order to match and pair our coin with the yuan and using our own platform and using our network of banks. And we are building a digital worldwide network of banks that we are, in some of them, we are partners, in others, we own those banks. So this will allow to have the banking, the finance structure for our coin to be used a medium for that trading with China. So the same way we do with China, we could do with any other currency to do trading, commercial trading, and do transfers, payments, remittances. So with Mexico as an example, we could get fiat money, convert it into UCOIN, we convert it into peso, and you don't have to a physical location. If you are sending, let's say, to a friend in Mexico or to a business, they will receive their payment in their telephone.
Right.
We give you a credit card, we give you a prepaid card, and we could deposit in any bank account that you gave us the information in seconds. From a bank to a bank, not from some unknown source. And having all the security, biometrics, all the security that you expect from a bank in any typical transaction. So when a business, when you do business to business, you need to have like a broker. And usually that broker is the bank that gives security to the other party that the transaction is going to happen, that the money is secure. Well, you don't need the bank. We have it.
Correct.
We have the platform and we have the ecosystem with all the security required to make that type of transaction.
Correct. That's great. So now moving on to the P2P, the peer-to-peer, simple transactions. Say A person owes $10 to B person. How does that transaction peer-to-peer happen?
Right there in the palm of your hand, you have the power. You have you get into our system. Our platform is called UTransfer. Universal and UTransfer. And you get into our platform and you could do any transfer of money from a bank account from a person, as an example, I could send from Ecuador to Tennessee to my son in college. You know, you have to put only something in the pocket when you have a kid in college. So I could enter into our UTransfer with $1 and being able to transfer to my son to his bank account in Tennessee or to a credit card or to a prepaid card that I already gave him and he has in his phone. And from there, he doesn't have to go to a place, a physical structure to go and pick up a transfer of money. He has it right there in the hand and he could start using it immediately. That's the facility and that's the added value that we see using UCOIN, and that will grow the value of the coin because people will use it on a daily basis for any type of transaction. Buy a Coke, buy a Mercedes-Benz, go to the mall and buy clothes, grocery, whatever, and you don't have to go and ask the business, do you take UCOIN? Do you take my Bitcoin or my Tether or my Ethereum? It doesn't matter. You are paying in the currency that they expect to be paid in seconds. You don't see it. You don't have to go and let me change my Bitcoin in order to get some dollar and do transactions. No, we have it in your hand. So
That
soon
is
we're going to
impressive.
be able to, you're going to be able to download the application.
Mhm.
It's going to be in the different store and free, and you're going to be able to start using the application for those transactions.
Fantastic. It's like you say, it's like magic in finances. Really, really nice. Before we get to the end to the show, so I just wanna for a last time invite everyone to jump on UCOIN Universal Coin today. From anywhere in the world where you are right now, you just have to get into latoken.com, look for UCoin there, purchase, make your initial purchase with UCoin, and we will double the initial purchase. Take action. We are at the end of the show. Everyone is still welcome to do it. Take action faster. And Pedro, let's go down to the last question. What are the competitors of UCoin?
Let me tell you this, the way we saw it in our conceptualization, we developed this coin not only to compete with other coins, it
Right.
was to be able to promote mass adoption of cryptocurrency. You see the way I have been describing our system, it doesn't matter what currency you use.
Right.
We converted into UCoin and we converted to the transaction that you want. So in general, we're going to be able to pair our coin to the most important digital currency, like for example, the yuan. That's a very good example. Here you have a country that suddenly can go out there and tell the world, if you don't do business with my coin, we don't have your business. How
Correct.
we address that? Well, UCoin will address that. And the idea right there is that you bring UCoin, Tether, Bitcoin, or whatever, we do the transaction. Universal coin. Who is the competition? We are partners. We want people to use cryptocurrency. Right now, if you look at the statistics, about 35% of the population in the world know a little bit about cryptocurrency.
Correct.
What that means? That we have a huge population that never heard about cryptocurrency.
Yes.
And the idea behind UCoin is that people be able to use cryptocurrency for the daily transactions, for their life, and take control on their money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason we don't see Bitcoin, Tether, and other as competition. We trade it, we pair those coins, and let's use it. And have this application in your phone and pay
Right.
with the currency that you want to pay. The merchant doesn't know that you're using UCoin, that you're using Bitcoin or Tether. They see dollars in the
Right.
currency that they want to be paid. What is the
I see.
competition? Let's
Correct.
promote cryptocurrency worldwide. That's universal coin.
Wow, amazing. Keywords, uh, cryptocurrency. Let's promote cryptocurrency. That I really strongly recommend everyone to jump on cryptocurrency, echoing your words, Pedro. So just for the people who are in that 35%, knowing a little bit of cryptocurrency, what is the necessary, what is necessary to know to jump in crypto? I mean, my point is like we hear from those savvy investors who talk about just like stock market. They talk about what goes up, what goes down, and so on. So from the people who want to catch up for this peer-to-peer, for the users, for the convenience, what are the first steps? What is the necessary to know to jump into crypto?
Let me tell you something that I always have been thinking about. When you talk about trading, investing, before the cryptocurrency, before the blockchain, that was something special for people with money, with people that had knowledge, that could go and buy a stock. Now the
Right.
cryptocurrency open to the taxi driver, to the nurse, to a doctor, to an investor, accredited investor. It opened the door for everybody to be able to invest, to have a return, to have the power of growing their finances worldwide.
Right.
It's something incredible. Before you had to go to a broker, not
Correct.
anymore. You just get into our platform and do your trading and use your coin, the
Awesome.
power of the money in the hand of the people.
Right.
That's the idea. And UCOIN promise to the user access to your money anytime, anywhere. You have heard some slogan like that, but
Right.
this is reality. So people, any person that will like to grow their money, invest on the promise of this cryptocurrency, they will be able to do it. However, there is a key, marketing, because there are only 35% of the population that know about that. As more success story come along, more people will be aware of the potential of the cryptocurrency. I remember when we began this process, the major companies, Citigroup, Goldman, Chase, other very known financial corporations, they were rejecting the cryptocurrency.
Right.
Now everybody does is developing a token for their own user, their own ecosystem. More and more companies are accepting Bitcoin and other coins for transactions. So as more and more of these major corporations that are good examples because of the visibility that they have, the marketing power that they have, more and more people will be acquainted with the value of owning cryptocurrencies.
Right.
So it's gonna get. I see that. Well, right now there are universities offering you courses about cryptocurrency. You
Yes.
know, they are educating people about this new financial system. What is this blockchain? How can we use it? Before, blockchain was a single user. Now everybody, every industry using the blockchain to be more effective, more competitive. As this application continue, more and more people will be added to the file of those that use cryptocurrency. So it's upon those that we have a successful, a promising project to continue making people aware of the potential of the cryptocurrency for a better planet, for a better transaction when you look at to your specific. Talking about that, we are going to be investing in a token that is going to be to protect wildlife. So
Wow.
an added value. If you love to protect this planet and avoid contamination, soon
Right.
we are going to be give you good news.
Amazing. Amazing. It's such a um, very big project behind with the various industries. So Universal Coin is really making a difference for this world, and I'm so excited that we have this opportunity to explain to all of our audience around the world through VCTV. So thank you so much, Pedro. It's the end of our show here. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope to see you soon again. I bet the audience still have tons of questions for Universal Coin. And for the audience, thank you so much for tuning in. Stick around because the next show is coming up. And after the second show, we also have the crypto and blockchain news with Kyle. So stick around. We have much more for you. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone watching us from anywhere in the world. Stick to VCTV, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you for having us. Bye bye.